Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lover Pretend. So we're on chapter, whatever, 7. So let's get going. The next day. Thanks to Riku, the photo with my face never went public. Of course, our run-in with the press made it into a gossip magazine. But since Riku and his agency denied the allegations, they limited the article to Riku being a college student. When I asked Professor Asagi about it, he said the article hadn't caused any problems and everything was going smoothly. It's gone viral, so I'm sure Riku is having a hard time even going to school. The article didn't state the name, but from the context, it was easy to guess which college they were referring to. I want to talk to him, but I don't know if that's okay right now. Maybe I should at least call him on Ring. Just as I was considering that. My phone rang. When I looked to check, it said it was from an unknown number. I wouldn't have answered it. I never answer unknown numbers. Who is this? I hesitated for a moment, then tapped the answer button. Don't answer unknown numbers. Come on, girl. Hello? Oh, hi. This is gonna be fun, isn't it? Okay. Hang on, I just noticed something. Sorry, technical difficulties. I just noticed my game wasn't centered properly. Anyway. Anywho. Let's get going again. I mean, we did want to talk to him, I guess, so... I felt the pressure behind his words even through the phone and took a deep breath. Understood. I'll be there. I mean, we wanted to talk to this guy anyway. Riku's father said I'll be waiting and hung up. All that was left was the electronic call end wail. I mean, it does sound like that. The robotic high-pitched sound made me grip my phone even tighter. It's time. This is the moment I need to be there for Riku, as his accomplice and his fiancée. Anyway, from here on out, I'll be the lover and fiancé who swore to spend my life with him. Alright. I feel like we're going to see the final boss battle. I'm having a hard time today, guys. Sorry. I'd be someone who understood him and supported his dreams more than anyone else. And someone who loves him more than anyone. I mean, okay. Hi, Riku. Why didn't you call me? Why do you have to call with an unknown number? If it was actually me, I wouldn't have answered. Riku welcomed me, but even though he didn't say anything else, his displeasure was written all over his face. Sorry for intruding. Okay. Isn't this what you wanted, though? I stepped into the living room and stealed my nerves. The living room / bedroom / kitchen. There he was. He's a good-looking older gentleman. Hi, sir. 49. In front of me stood the shining lead actor who'd starred in countless tragic love stories like the one my mom wrote. Kosuke Nishijima. Who's also Riku's father. Very good, attractive older gentleman. I need no Dome game where it's just older guys from like mid to late 30s up to like their 40s and maybe early 50s. I would just love that. I'm sick of college kids. Even though they're... Anyway. No more high school and no more like early 20s. Just give me like 30s. Sorry. Kosuke Nishijima looked at me grimly, then threw down the magazine he was holding with a loud thud. Yes, we are. Yes, I plan to marry Riku after he graduates.
ずいぶん軽く言うね。そんなことを簡単に言えるなんて 君はリクを全く理解してないんだな。
That's not...
分かってないのは父さんの方だろ。
Riku.
彼女はちゃんと僕を見て、ちゃんと理解してくれてる。僕を見
Sorry. I need to put the controller down. I keep pushing the wrong button. Oh, and I didn't even read that. I am having a really hard time today. This is gonna be a train wreck.
一時の感情に流されるなよ。お前には才能があるんだ。せっかく子役の頃から俺が手塩にかけて育ててきたのに。
It's like a carbon copy of his dad. That's what it's gonna look like in like 10, 20 years. I would not complain.
僕もすぐに辞めるつもりはない。
Oh, the family drama.
牧野監督の作品は全うする。でも、それで最後に。
無理だ。
Okay, Dan. No. No.
それ、どういうことだよ。牧野監督の作品は1月にクランクイン。その後は何も入れないって約束で。
うまい話のオファーが来たんだ。鉄板の刑事ドラマで脚本と監督はその筋じゃ名の知れた連中が担当する。
Living vicariously through your kids because he can't do the young guy stuff anymore. He's making his son do it, poor guy.
そこにお前が主演で入れば視聴率も間違いないだろう。
Dude, just start leaning into the like father roles, like dramas and stuff.
最初のシーズンの評判が良ければシリーズ化も考えている作品だそうだ。
Or do like
こん
the
ないい話を断る理由があるか？
the old like action movie star, you know, like what's Jason Statham's doing now? Like he's retired this and then he comes back, you know.
あるから約束したんだ。
Steven Seagal movie.
どうせあんたは
Lean into
バー
those
ターで
type
自分も
movies.
出ようって魂胆だろう。いい加減にしてくれ。
Ugh. Riku. I couldn't bear to see his shoulders trembling with anger, so I gently touched his arm.
まったく。どうしてわからないんだ。俺
So-
はお前を正当に評価してるのに。
Why am I here? Couldn't you guys have this fight like before I got here?
正当に評価。
I mean, like,
ああ、そうだよ。そこにいる頭の空っぽな付き人兼脚本家見習いよりずっとな。
what?
今のは彼女に失礼だ。今すぐ謝れ。
Why am I here? I'm not just here to be a punching bag? What the crap?
俺が謝る理由が見当たらない。お前には近い将来主演男優賞を取れるだけの力があるんだ。なのにみすみすそんな女に煽られて。
Well, I mean, considering he's been talking about this for years, it's not my fault.
もしかして今回の写真もその女がリークして撮らせたんじゃないのか？
I mean, I don't think he cares, but okay.
千雪ちゃ
I
ん
mean, he
は
knows, we know he
そ
doesn't
ん
care.
なことをする人じゃない。
Riku's angry and defending me. Mr. Nishijima was not the slightest bit perturbed by his son's rage. Well, they probably get in fights all the time. Instead, he sighed as if he were tired of listening to it.
はあ、
Yeah.
何度も言ってるだろう。冷静になれリク。お前が彼女と付き合って結婚して何のメリットがある？何もないと思わないか？でもそいつは違う。
Oh, he's calling me a gold digger. Yeah, I kinda figured.
その女はお前と結婚すればそれだけで名前が売れるんだ。
Not really, considering who
業界で
our
のし上がれるんだよ。
professor is. We don't really need Riku. You're wrong. I never even considered that. Oh my gosh. Can't believe he's saying all this. Is he really Riku's father? Well, considering the industry that they're in and what we do, I mean, it's not... I mean, he's not... I mean, he's wrong, but at the same time, there's a reason that people, actors and stuff are very wary of who they date and whatnot, usually. I struggle to remain composed amid the mixture of emotions battling within me. It's also why rich people have prenups, because they don't know if the person's marrying them for them or the money, so it's like 100% understandable. It's douchey, but it's understandable. You know? I really care about Riku.
なら君は息子の出演作をすべて見たのか？ 子役の時も相当な数出てるんだ。
No, because I'm not a fan. I like him, though. Maybe. I mean...
もしそれを全て見た上で、今と同じことを言ってるなら、
Why would I...
俺も聞く耳を持ってもいい。
Why is that a prerequisite? Like, what? What?
どうなんだ？君はリクの作品を全て見てそう言ってるのか？
No. That's... He glared at me so sharply that I looked down at the floor, lost for words. What does me watching all of his movies have to do with knowing who he is as a person? I haven't seen all of them, but...
だと思ったよ。君は西島リクという俳優の才能を全く理解していないから。
What does that have to... Just because you have a talent for something doesn't mean that you want to do it for your whole life. But I can understand some...
だから、そんな無責任なことを平気で口走れるんだろうな。
Girl, this is the type of person you have to talk over. He's not gonna let you finish.
千雪ちゃん、あの人の言うことなんか聞かなくていい。
I mean, it's your life, Riku. Just don't do it. Don't show up for the jobs. Like that's literally all you have to do is just don't show up for the jobs. But I was mumbling and my voice was trembling. Do I really not know anything about Riku? I mean, not really. We've been fake dating. His talent, his life up until now, I know none of that.
君は作品の一部としては僕を必要だと思っていても作品には関係ない。俳優でない僕個人にはまるで興味がないんじゃない？
I suddenly recalled the past and everything around me became muffled. Riku, I really don't...
父さん、今話しててよくわかったよ。あんたは自分のいいようにしか考えない。
Well, yeah, we don't actually know him, but...
ドラマの話は絶対に受けない。
We're only here to pretend to be his fiancé. We're not actually dating.
行こう、千雪ちゃん。
Alright. Oh, okay.
おい、待てリク。まだ話は終わってないだろ。リク!
It's more like talking at him, but okay. Completely ignoring his father, Riku took me to the front entrance. Riku? You okay? Alright.
Riku! まだ話は
I think we are... I think we are done. Why do we always go to the, like... It's always a neighborhood park.
ここなら落ち着けるかな。
I feel like... I don't know if we're cooling our head or more just... confused. I nodded at Riku and we sat down together on a bench a little way away. A little ways away. I think that's how you should say it. After a moment of tense silence, Riku closed his eyes and exhaled a pained expression on his face. Dude, you knew this was gonna happen.
嫌な思いさせて。
It's not your fault, Riku. I mean, you did give your dad my number, but it wasn't his fault at all, not even close. On the contrary, might be Mr. Nishijima's doing. I bit my lip, the memory of the conversation coming back, and Riku turned to face me.
さっき、あの人。父が言ったあの言葉。あれは全部、僕を俳優に引き止めるためのものだから。だから君は気にしないで。そもそも自分は全部知ってるみたいな言い方。本当に勝手な人だよ。口がうまいんだ。ああやって人を混乱させて周りを引っかき回す。だから現場で敬遠されてるっていうのに。
But...
それに僕は千雪ちゃんが僕をちゃんと。
I'm not too sure anymore.
え？
I'm not too sure if what your dad said was wrong. We're in a fake relationship. Anyway.
それ
I'm confused. Are we in a real relationship now? I'm lost. His expression stiffened all of a sudden, and I couldn't bear to look at him. Even after all the time we spent together, I'm not sure I truly know anything about you, Riku. I mean, that's what dating is supposed to be, is you getting to know each other. We're not really dating. All I know are things from your favorite foods, and your little quirks. Isn't that knowing someone, though? But you were always working diligently as an actor, even when you wanted to quit, and all the staff and your co-stars adore you. What if this is really is your calling, Riku? Oh my gosh. Girl.
Chiyuki-chan.
Here's the thing. He doesn't want to do it. And that's his choice. Even if you're really good at something, if you don't want to do it, you shouldn't force someone to do it. That's ridiculous. Riku sounded bewildered, and I closed my eyes tightly, blocking out his expression. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I can face you right now. I think she's being ridiculous, is what I think. I think he has a real talent for set design. It's not true, but I don't know how to put these feelings into words. Our girl is frustrating me still. Well, way to destroy his heart. I feel bad for him now. Riku stood up, and then...
Chiyuki-chan?
What? I feel like I got a bad ending for some reason. The moment I looked up... Oh, that's cute! Honestly, surprise kisses would not work with me. I have a defensive mechanism where I would probably hit you. Huh? Why? It wasn't a hard kiss, nor was it a simple graze. His lips were overlapping mine. It was like he was trying to convey some sort of feeling to me through his kiss. Riku, why? He likes you, maybe? Not long after we made our agreement. If you do anything weird without my permission, I'm calling off the engagement on the spot. Is that why he's doing this, to call this off? He knew and yet kissed me once before. Back then, it was just my cheek. It wasn't anything serious, more like a joke. This time, why did he kiss me on the lips? Because he wanted to? And he wants to cancel the thing? Wait! I mean, we did kind of crush his poor little heart by essentially insinuating we agreed with his dad. Which would piss me off, honestly. If I was in this situation. No, no way. Girl! Oh, girl. You could have just canceled the thing, but... Yeah, you should have just don't go to the... Don't go to the auditions, and don't go to the filming if you don't want to do it anymore. That wasn't true, he was wrong. I didn't want Riku to make an expression like that. No, you don't got his back, so he doesn't want you around. Jeez, I feel like he's dying. Riku slowly and carefully peeled himself away from me. No, if he goes now, it's all over. And whose fault is that? It's your fault, Chiyuki. And then the time finally came. Riku smiled at me, then took a step back. Then get up. If you don't get up, Chiyuki, I'm gonna be super pissed at you. He quietly muttered his farewell and turned to leave. I want to stop him. I want to cling to him and keep him from leaving. I wish he'd turn and look at me just once more. Get your butt off of the bench and go chase him. God. But I couldn't. All my thoughts and jumbled feelings turned into tears and fell down my cheeks. I don't want this to be goodbye. Then freaking do something! Oh my gosh. I still hadn't done anything for him yet. I couldn't support him at all, and I was still clinging to my feelings for him. Is this how things end? I was swayed by Mr. Nishijima's words, and that alone made me feel less confident that I could support him. my feelings for him really this week? Apparently. Jeez. Tears continued to fall and began dripping on the band I wore on my ring finger. I removed it, but the tears continued unceasingly. My $6 ring. Unbelievable. Is this how painful it is to fall in love with someone? Everyone gets their heart broken multiple times, but I don't get how they're okay. Just once is enough to make me feel so shattered. I'm not okay. I wonder if my mom went through something painful like this too. That even after all that, she always smiled so happily at me. And what about me? Girl, everyone goes through this crap. Would I be okay? Yeah, you'll be fine. I won't I regret leaving things like this? You should have gotten your ass off the bench. The truth was that I already knew. The hot tears on my cheeks were my answer. Okay. I still don't really know much about Riku's life as an actor. Who freaking cares? You know who he is as a person. Starting now, I was going to learn about him. I'd get to know him better and understand him as an actor as well. More than that, I should support Riku's real dream. Yes! Ugh, oh. Maybe it was true that no one understood how great an actor Riku is better than Mr. Nishijima, but I, on the other hand, knew just how serious he was about chasing his dreams. Why couldn't you have said that before? I know how much he loves the stage and stage design. He loves to create things above all else. I like him like this. I knew how enthusiastically his hands would work. He couldn't have cared less about the sweat dripping down his face. The way his eyes glowed when he discussed the future and the way his expression softened when he talked about his dreams. I was the only one who knew them all. There was how he forgets to eat and then collapses, and how he's actually a little bit childish. I couldn't help it. I loved Riku as he was. All the different sides of him I'd seen so far drifted through my mind. Suddenly, the tears that'd been running down my cheeks turned to laughter. When all is said and done, I still want to support him. No one in the world knows just how wonderful he is better than me. I decided not to waver anymore. I wouldn't be shaken. Even though his love began with a lie, it was real. Why didn't you say that when he needed you to say that? Chiyuki, you pissed me off. Okay. Sorry. Let's continue. That day I went home and watched all kinds of films and shows Riku has starred in. And I rewatched those I'd already seen. Even though a lot of them were no longer available, from his start as a child actor to his adult years, there were just so many. Riku was pretty cute when he was a kid. Doesn't that mean that his dad was freaking working him to death as a child? Despite his childlike aura, his acting matched that of an adult. Oh, that's kind of sad too. Even in the behind-the-scenes cuts, when the director would speak to him harshly, Riku would simply nod at them maturely. That's probably not a good sign for a child, but what do I know? When he returned to acting after graduating high school, he became a first-rate actor who could play both heroic and villainous roles. All this time, I've heard people talk about what a genius he is. And after seeing his work, I saw the life he'd paved for himself as an actor. I understood it now. But this whole time, regardless of his talent, Riku has been desperately working to meet what was expected of him. I was glad I knew that now. I could have told you that from probably the beginning. With our conversation where he said he would still do his best even though he doesn't want to do it. I was really glad I'd seen it with my own eyes. Seeing this side of him makes me love him even more. In the end, I still wanted to support Riku. Together we would persuade his father. You didn't do that when he needed you to in the first place. Just as I renewed my resolve. My phone suddenly rang. I looked at the screen, but it was a number I didn't recognize. Stop answering unknown numbers! Could it be a time like this? Maybe? Well, either way, I should answer. No! Don't answer! My pulse quickened as I tapped the answer button. Hello, Sisu. No. Huh? No, obviously. No. No, he's not. Did something happen?
何かあったも何も
I knew this was gonna happen.
あいつは今行方不明なんだよ
Because he doesn't want to be an actor anymore, you dumbass. Missing?
ああ君と出てってあの日からずっとな何度電話しても出やしない
I like her little phone charm. It's cute. Since that day, you mean it's been a whole week now?
ああ先方には仕事の返事を待ってもらってるってのに
Of course, that's what you're worried about.
牧野作品だって本当ならもう発表の予定なのにこのまま待たせるわけにもけえそこにいないというのは嘘じゃないな
He's not here, douchebag. No, I'm not. I mean, I haven't seen him since we went our separate ways that day.
ならあいつはどこにいるんだ君は付き人も兼ねてただろうどこか心当たりはないのか
Yeah, and you're his dad. So, that's time I spent with Riku as his assistant and his fiancée. I thought back on it all, the place he loved going came to mind. Maybe he called Kazuma and the others. What? I'll look for him too. If I find anything, I'll let you know immediately.
ああそうしてくれ
Kazuma?
せっかくスキャンダルと無縁だったのにこんなくだらないことですっぱ抜かれて
You're not concerned that he may be hurt somewhere?
やっぱり大学に行きたいなんてわがまま決めてやるんじゃなかった
Yeah. What? Selfish? The way he spat his words appears to me as if I'd been shot and something in me suddenly snapped. Selfish? How is something like that selfish? My feelings came bursting out. He's just gonna hang up on us, but you know.
何がわがままってわがままだろ俺はリクのことを思って
Yeah. That's just what you think, Mr. Nishijima. Riku only wanted to do what he loves. It's his life, but you say that it's selfish of him to do the things that he wants to do? Whatever. Yeah. Stage design might not be as glamorous as being an actor, and there might not be as many chances to distinguish yourself, but set desires are just as essential to performances as actors are. True! I'm sure Riku is anxious about quitting a job he's done his whole life and challenging himself with something new. And in the end, he couldn't quit and run away. That's why he's going to extremes to convince you of his father. The dude's in his 20s. Man, you need to give up on this. If that were the case, then he would have just quit being an actor and left. Riku hates causing trouble, including trying to argue with you. Don't you think so? As his father, you should at least know that what kind of person he is, shouldn't you? Not if he doesn't care about him. Please, this is about Riku's life, so before he gives up on you, please consider him more and don't just push your feelings onto him. Yes, you frickin' narcissist. His stern voice sent a chill down my spine. I didn't say anything wrong, though. I mean, I'm surprised you haven't hung up on us, to be perfectly honest. You can't appeal to people's emotions if they don't care. That might be true, but... Yeah, I kind of figured he was just gonna... No way. But Riku he's truly... Okay. Huh? Because we're feisty, maybe? I don't know why. He chose us because we are easy to manipulate. You do? Okay. Okay, I'll be sure to... Oh, so now he hangs up on me? Thanks. Before I could finish, he already ended the call. He apologized. He acknowledged he was wrong. That means he thought it over and realized... Thought it over and realized I'm not that kind of person. Though, I kind of have a feeling he's like, you're too stupid to... too stupid to think that. That's what the vibe I'm getting from that. Sorry, it's probably not, but that's the vibe I got. Though I was still in shock from Mr. Nishijima's apology, I pulled myself together and picked up my phone again. First, I'll try calling Riku. Riku answered the phone. Sweet. He's probably at the college, to be perfectly honest. He's probably passed out. I got no response from calling or from Ring. I tried calling Kazuma and the others, but none of them had talked to Riku lately. Riku does not strike me as the type to call those guys. Kazuma, yeah, and Seno, yeah, but not Riku. And maybe he's at home or at school. He's at the school building. My imagination conjured an image of him collapsed from hunger or exhaustion. Yeah. Anyway, I'll try his place next. I'm pretty sure his dad would have gone there first. So I'd go to the college first, and then his house. Feeling a sense of dread creeping up within me, I rushed out of my house. He's probably not at his house. Plus, if he's been missing for a week, you could do like a wellness check. I don't know if they do that in Japan. Riku, are you home? Riku, I'm coming in. Wait, I know your combo? Well, alright, he gave me a house key. Never mind. Hello. Ugh, the green. There was no reply, so I went in anyway. He wasn't on the sofa where he would always lie down. There's no sign he's been here at all. He's at college. Both the table and the bed were totally clean and untouched. Don't tell me he hasn't been home all week. Was he perhaps at the art department studio? What if he's collapsed? Probably. I felt the blood drain from my face and I rushed as fast as I could to the school. It's probably there. That's why I said I would probably go there first. Just like my previous visit, there were no signs of anyone being here. What do I do if he's not here? I mean, he probably is. Succumbing to my anxiety, I dashed to the secluded corridor Riku was always in, and someone's collapsed there. The person was dirty and his hair was messy. Riku! I rushed to him and picked him up by his shoulders. Riku, you dead? He's not opening his eyes. He's asleep. Is he sleeping? Seeing his blissful face, my body instantly relaxed. Jays. Somehow it always ends up like this. I'm always being led on. But now I miss even those moments. The memories made me smile with joy. Stop making me worry all the time. Just pinch him on the cheek, be like, hey, wake up. As if he were responding to my voice, his eyelids moved slightly. He slowly opened his eyes. When was the last time you ate, Riku?
Chiyuki-chan. Nande koko ni iru no?
You know, they should really put like a mini fridge in this place. Why? Your father called me since he hadn't heard from you in a week. I was worried, so I came to looking for you. How long have you been passed out? Yes, have you been here this whole time? Yeah, what'd you make? I wish I could just keep him like this. Just the hair like that. That reminds me. Should really put a mini fridge in this place. We have students passing out in here. My college professors and stuff would have. Well, I didn't do music or anything in college, but like in their offices and stuff, they had like mini fridges because they were at work all day. You've been working on that this whole time? Even the public schools, the teachers have mini fridges and they have lounges with fridges. So they should really put one in this area for kids. Or have like a rest area. Riku got up, took my hand, and began walking. Wait, where are we? You mean an amphitheater? An auditorium? When we reached the next building, Riku flipped on a switch in the pitch dark room. And before me, the karaoke room? What am I looking at? I just see disco balls and squares. Okay, so it is like a little, this is... I mean, it's cute. It's impressive he was able to make this. I think the disco balls need to be higher up because, well, it depends on how far we are. If the balls are too low, someone's gonna hit their head. I was speechless. I couldn't even answer him. Instead, I kept nodding over and over. It's amazing. It's exactly like the backdrop from the musical. It's beautiful. Truly beautiful.
心配はさせちゃったけど、君を呼ぶ手間は省けたな。
So it's a... You were going to call me? I looked at him in surprise, and he lowered his gaze and nodded.
千雪ちゃんも、あの世界観が好きだって言ってたでしょ。
I mean, it's
それに、
cool. I had a friend who make backdrops like this. She would hand paint them.
これが完成したら、もう一回、
She made
ち
a
ゃんと
couple of
話す
them.
きっかけになるかもって。
I never had the space for them, so I never grabbed one. Riku.
ごめん。
Being friends with drama people.
父と会った日、君を公園に置き去りにして。あの時、父の言葉に傷ついた君を見て、自分がどんなに無茶なことを強いてるか、すごくよくわかった。だから、
So are we gonna date
こ
for
の子
real
を巻き
now
込む
or
のは
what?
もう終わりにしようって思ったんだ。でも、言葉だけじゃ名残惜しくて、
Well,
最後だけは、
can't
せ
we
めて
just be
綺麗な
friends?
思い出を、なんて。
Can we, like,
とっさにあんなことをした。
okay. Riku. As he dropped his gaze to the floor, his long bangs covered his face.
だけど、
Give him pats.
君と離れてからすぐに分かった。本当に、すぐ。僕は、
What?
僕は、千雪ちゃんの思い出になんかなりたくないんだって。本当に、本気でそう思ったよ。
Okay. I couldn't see his face. I was sure his expression was pain from remembering that moment. You really thought that? This whole time we were separated? I listened to him, I felt like his pain merged with my own, and my feelings began to overflow. The whole time I was away from you, I thought the same thing. I hated the idea of never seeing him again. I hated the idea of ending it like that. Riku felt the same way.
この計画を始めた時は、こんなことになるはずじゃなかった。口先を動かして、父を脅して説得する。それだけだった。僕は役者自体が嫌いなんじゃない。だけど、このままじゃ父は僕に頼りきりで、
Yeah, don't live through
僕
your
も好
kids.
きなことをできずに人生が終わる。それが嫌で、君に婚約者役を頼んだ。それらしいセリフと動きをすれば、君が多少とちってもうまくいくなんて思ってたんだ。僕が
Aww.
恋に落ちるまでは。
Love? I looked up at him as I repeated the word back and Riku forced a laugh embarrassed. Then he finally looked up at me with a smile.
ドラマなんかではよく恋に落ちたって言わされてたけど、本当に恋が落ちるものだなんてね。
Does that mean?
正直、婚約者役としての君はかなり不安だった。すぐ過剰反応するし、バリアはやたら強いしで。
Did we forget about the search for our dad? Well, that's because...
途中からは恥ずかしがる君が面白くて、ちょっと意地悪しちゃったところもあるけど。でも、役じゃない時の君は、びっくりするくらい自然で、一緒にいると安心できた。この子の前にいる時は、誰にならなくてもいいんだって。素の自分でいるのは心地よかった。そう思うようになってから、何をしてても何を聞いても、いつも頭の中に君がいて。今考えれば、遊園地に行ったのもセナさんへの嫉妬だったんだと思う。
Wait, you didn't realize you were jealous? What? Okay, I thought you knew. You were jealous. Girl! Oh, girl. Okay, you were jealous? When I looked at him in surprise, he pouted as if he were sulking. Why else would he go?
なんでそんな目で見るの？僕だって信じられないけど。でも、本当なんだからしょうがないよ。
Really?
だって、セナさんは僕と違って何の契約もない。君は好きな時に笑えて、好きだと思った時に手をつないで。
Oh, right.
そう思ったら、偽物の肩書きと偽物の指輪で縛ってる自分が虚しくて仕方なかった。
He really felt that way? He called me that night because he was ruminating on all of that?
でもね、だから思ったんだ。僕は千雪ちゃんとの関係を嘘で終わらせるなんてしたくない。
His eyes were fixed on me. His gaze didn't waver one bit. He stared straight at
千
me.
雪ちゃん、君が好きだよ。
Riku loved me. I'd given up on those words long ago. I kept telling myself to hide my feelings and give up because I thought he'd hate me for it. And now I finally heard it from him. I'm happy, or I should be happy, but my overflowing emotions kept me silent. Let's not crush his little heart again, please. I stared at Riku as I tried to catch my breath and work up the courage to speak. Riku, you're so unfair.
そ
Yeah, I guess. Oh, what? Ah! I love you too, Riku. I have for a long, long time now. I didn't even hold the button down. Anyway, whatever. You told me I shouldn't fall in love with you. I held back, but I still fell for you. I was suffering for so long. And yet I still loved you. You're such a meanie. I'll never forgive you. Riku stared at me in shock as I began to cry. When I wiped my tears
う。
away.
なら、責
Do we
任
get
取る。
another CG? Make it up to me.
Hmm.
Let's actually date now, right? Riku smiled at me, so soft and tender, as if all his doubts had been cleared. His smile reassured me of his feelings, as did his touch as he gently grasped my left hand. Aww. He then swept my tears from my face.
千雪ちゃん、結婚を前提に僕と付き合ってください。
Okay. He smiled at me, never once looking away as he waited for my answer. He was being so earnest and straightforward. Wait, am I am I your fiancé before we even actually officially really date? Marriage, huh?
うん。稼ぎが安定しない男は嫌？
I mean, it does cause some stress on the relationship, to be perfectly honest. I mean, the dude doesn't need to be ultra wealthy, but just have a stable income. But that's just me. She can do whatever the hell she wants. I'm still a bit anxious, but I'm sure we can work something out.
よかった。僕も一緒に500円貯金するからね。
Just make sure you don't be cautious with having kids, maybe. Thank you wait, that's not the point. Why are you being so realistic all of a sudden? Now the confession is ruined.
でも、
I like
将来設計は大切
I
で
like
しょ？
this side of him. I mean, that's true, but
ならちゃんと話さないと。これから僕は千雪ちゃんを支えたいし、千雪ちゃんにも僕を支えてほしい。ずっと、
aw.
ずっとね。
No fair. You're using your actor mode, and at a time like this, too.
今のは自然にだけど、やっぱりこういう時は僕でもかっこよく見られたいって思うみたい。
Jeez. I looked up at Riku, and he still had his easygoing attitude. He was so charming. His expression was completely different from how it was when he was acting. He's best when he's just being himself.
あれ、また
Aww.
泣きそうな顔してるよ。どうして？
It's because you keep saying things that surprise me.
そんな顔で叱られるとキスしたくなっちゃうけど。ダメ？
Oh, now you're gonna ask for permission? Yeah, go for it. You already know the answer anyway. I'm not acting anymore, so I can vitally be myself too.
じゃあ、
Kiss, kiss. No kiss. Riku gently extended his hand and pulled me close. He brushed the nape of my neck and slowly began caressing it. Ah, he's doing that type of kiss. Good job. Just don't get paint on my clothes again, please. Aw, they're cute. Pressed his lips to mine softly at first and gradually added a little more force, as if he were letting me feel his presence. He He palmed my cheek like he was holding something delicate. I would have said caressed, but I'm not a translator. Like I was so precious he'd never let go. Aw. I felt the heat of his lips and leaned further in. I don't have to leave him ever again. That realization made tears pool in my eyes, this time out of relief. This kiss was completely different from the one when we said goodbye. Back then it felt cold and lonely. We were hiding our feelings from each other. But now, Riku exhausted and wearing a dirty jumpsuit. Me, my hair a mess from searching for him. All the wood and paint scattered around us. Looking back at it, it was a little funny. Probably smelled fantastic, though. Sorry, I like the workshop smell. But we had here and now. It was the real thing, perfect just the way it was. I'm not making the noises. Riku leaned in even closer as I tried to catch my breath between kisses. Yeah, when you cut off my oxygen like that, yeah. Just joking. His heated breath brushed against my lips as he spoke. Even though you do a lot of kissing scenes in your TV shows and films.
Of
course we did. Dude, if you're a popular actor, everyone's seen you kiss. I have, although I have to agree with what you said. True. True. Do you feel embarrassed when it's the real thing? Aw, they're being cute. Just a little bit. Okay, shh. Your face is red. Oh! Don't pull out the tsundere vibes right now, please. But this new side of you is so cute. Oh, stop it! I like this version so much. He looked away embarrassed and my lips naturally curled into a smile. But to me, this side of you is the best. Teasing guys is just so much fun. The guy, yeah, anyway, moving on. Plus, you went out of your way to create this backdrop. It made me love you even more. As I giggled at him, his cheeks turned redder and redder. He began to pout like he was sulking. Let's be mean. Huh? Aww. Our lips met once more. A little more forceful this time, as if he were putting all his feelings into it. But we're keeping it T for teen, I think, or E for everyone. I don't remember what this is rated. Riku brushed my cheeks as he inhaled. My head is all fuzzy. My entire body was throbbing. I felt ready to collapse, but his heat was so comforting that it was almost addicting. Oh. Riku pressed his lips to mine again, twice as hard as last time. Jeez, Riku. Don't chip my teeth, please. If you did this too much, I wouldn't be able to take it. I need to breathe. Breathe through your nose. Wait, Riku. Embarrassed, I glared at him, but he just turned his head to the side, sulking. Ruffle his hair. Do it. What are you talking about? Oh. Where of what? Not really sure what he's pouting about. Yeah, I love that. What do you mean by that? Stop being cute! He chuckled happily, teasing me back. Then he slowly turned back toward me with a serious expression. I would save his dad's number just to block it. So I can, or just keep it so that I can, like, screen my calls. I know who's calling me. Oh, yes, he said something about work, but he sounded worried about you too. Did he though? I mean, he alluded to... oh no, if anything, I said way more than I should have. I guess, maybe, I don't know. Yep. Riku looked at me, his expression amused. I didn't really say anything. That's, it's a secret. At first he said I was being rude, but he apologized to me in the end. I'm confused about... So what are we gonna do if Riku's dad is actually my dad? Kind of forgot about that plot point, didn't they? Stop laughing, I was desperate then.
ごめんごめん。けど
That would
君
be very
本
awkward
当予想外なとこあるよね。
for half siblings.
そういうところ好きだな。
I don't think they would do that in this game, but still. Don't make fun of me.
からかってないよ。本当にそう思っただけ。なんか愛されてるって感じがした。
Love?
違うの？
Yes. That's...
ほら合ってる。あの父を言いまかすなんてさすが脚本家志望。ちょっとその場面見てみたかった。
It's not supposed to be funny.
でも僕は父から謝罪の言葉を引き出してくれた君にお礼が言いたい。あの人はまだ謝罪できる人間でいてくれた。ほんの一握りくらいは人の親だってプライドが残ってるのかな。
Yeah, I'm sure he has. But even after all that, he was still really worried about you. Why don't you try talking to him again? Just the two of you. Maybe try convincing him one more time?
それは
Doubt he's gonna, Riku dropped his gaze and stared at the ground, lost in thought. After a minute...
わかった。ならもう一回だけ。
I would just straight up say, if
もう
you...
一回だけ話してみる。
I'm going to quit acting. If you sign me up for any other acting roles, I'm going to contact them and tell them I'm not out, or I'm just not going to show up. And that'll look bad on your company or your agency. So don't. And plus, is he under contract with his dad's agencies? Just don't re-sign. Okay.
今度こそ
Because he can't forge his son's signature. That's illegal. Riku tilted his head at me, and I smiled in response. Of course, I'll be okay no matter what he says to me this time. We'll get his approval. How about you actually back him up this time, okay, Chiyuki? Let's do that. Sorry, I need some water. It's super freaking hot. Ugh. It was like in the hundreds today. Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's freaking hot. Let's see. Trying to hurry him along, I took his hand and Riku's eyes narrowed slightly. He looked both embarrassed and dazzled. It's back to the green room. And then, after contacting Mr. Nishijima, we met him again at Riku's place, just like the other day.
まったく電話にも出ないでどこをほっつき歩いてたかと思えばやっぱり舞台美術か。
I mean... As Mr. Nishijima sighed, Riku took a deep breath and his expression turned serious.
ごめん、父さん。
Why are we in the...
連絡を入れなかったのは謝る。それと
Can I be completely honest? And I think that his dad's outfit looks more youthful than his outfit does. Sorry. Anyway, go on.
彼女のことも。
Uh-huh.
勝手に婚約者なんか
Attractive older gentleman
た抜
who's
かれてごめんなさいって
very rough.
なら最初から素直に。
違う。そうじゃない。
What?
そうじゃなくて。
Is there really a point in telling
彼
him
女
right
の
now?
こと自体が嘘だったんだ。
何？
We're actually just dating.
彼女とは恋人でも婚約者でも何でもなかった。でもどうしても舞台美術をやりたくて。
Is there a point in coming clean right now?
父さんを脅して説得するために協力してもらったんだ。
なんだ？つまり花から騙してたってことか？なめたまね。
こうでもしなきゃ。
Jeez.
父さんが話を聞いてくれないと思ったからだよ。実際今まで聞いてくれなかっただろう。
Don't need to yell. Holy cow.
お前。
Ah. Please let Riku explain the whole story, please. Before he could retort, my words had shut his mouth.
父さんは彼女が僕を利用するつもりだって言ったけど、実際は逆だよ。僕から話を持ちかけたんだ。それでも初めは納得してくれなくて、いろんな好条件を出したり、最終的には既成事実に見える映像を撮って脅したりした。そのことは千雪ちゃん
Oh
にも
yeah, he did blackmail us. We fell in love with our blackmailer. Let's go us. Riku dug around his pocket, then handed me a familiar-looking camera. Put it that way, then I was also using you, Riku. I didn't know how to write a romantic scene, let alone a script, so I played the role of your fiancé in order to learn more. I also thought it would be a good way to get to know your father. Yeah, that's gonna not sound weird. Yes, the truth is my mother wrote a script for a film you starred in before Mr. Nishijima. As I explained that I was searching for my father, Mr. Nishijima's eyebrows arched and he huffed.
なるほどな。お互いがお互いを利用し合ってたわけか。
If I was him, just to show what type of person I was, I would be like, so, what are you two gonna do if I am your dad? So, like, if I am your parent, like, what are you gonna do with this relationship?
最初はそうだった。どっ
I
ちも自分の目的のために嘘をつこう
I
っ
mean,
て。
if this game has it where one of the romance options is your
それが
stepbrother,
少しずつ変わっていった。
I would freaking die. Oh, that would be hilarious.
彼女だけは僕
I doubt they'd have the balls to do
俳
that
優
though.
の西島陸として扱わない。
Would have that incest tag. Sorry. Wholesome game.
彼女だけは別の道へ進もうとする僕に頑張れって言ってくれたんだ。
Sorry, the red line is also very distracting. In the center of the screen. I know why it's there, but it's just super distracting.
今までずっと一人で
Anyway, I keep getting
これからも一人
sidetracked.
でやっていけるって思ってた。けどそうじゃなかった。彼女がそばにいてくれるだけで前を向こうと思える。だからもう今度は本当に
Jeez, I need to stop
彼
pushing
女
the
と
button.
結婚を前提に付き合うことにし
That
た。
stupid red line is distracting me.
まったく。
Ah! Jeez! Mr. Nishijima violently slammed the table with a jolt of frustration. However, Riku's expression remained unchanged, and he slightly pulled my hand closer to his.
リク、いい加減将来のことを考えろ。
I think we
今
are.
のままならお前は地位にも金にも困ることはない
It's。like those parents who want their kids to be a doctor or something.
なのにそれを全てを捨てるほど舞台美術に価値があると本気で思ってるのか？あれほど時間をかけて
I
努
mean,
力
he's
して
made
きたものを
connections. He could probably get
お前
job
はそんなに
doing
簡
set
単に捨てる
design
の
for
か？
movies. Like, he can do set design for movies and stuff. He's made quite a few connections with like directors and stuff.
将来のことも本気で考えた。だからもうあんたに何を言われても
I'm
こ
just
の
not
答えは変わらない。
just not gonna show up to the things you signed me up for anymore.
ずいぶん立派に育ったもんだな。
I'm gonna laugh if he just wants his son to have a freaking spine.
分かってもらおうと思ってない。ただちゃんと言っておこうと思っただけだから。行こう。
Why do we keep living? Listen, it's your apartment. Kick him out. As Riku said that, he tried to pull me by the hand, but I held on tight to stop him. No. If we leave now, they'll remain distant and never be able to understand each other. I mean, is that really a bad thing? Whatever. Both Riku and Mr. Nishijima would surely regret that. Are you sure? I don't really know their relationship too well. Mr. Nishijima listened to me back then and even apologized, so I'm sure just one more push will do. They can understand each other, I know it. Am I doing a thing? Yeah, okay, I'm doing a thing. Hopefully my controller doesn't freak out this time. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Alright, let's save. I'm really hoping the controller doesn't freak out and I can actually do this. Pretend time. Is it really pretend time or is this honesty time now? Alright. Mission. Help Riku and his dad communicate with each other. Oh great, I'm a therapist now. Okay. Hey! I abruptly raised my voice and both of their sharp gazes suddenly snapped to me. Every introvert's nightmare. Anyway, I flinched but I took a deep breath and to steady myself. I want to ask, Mr. Nishijima, you want Riku to continue acting because you're genuinely concerned for his future, right? So you're just thinking of what would be best for him, is that it? I mean, that's what he says. I don't believe that. I think it's living vicariously through his son. How do you know that? I don't.
本当もっともらしいことを言うのだけはうまいな。
Okay.
そんなこと言っても本当に考えてるのは
Yeah, that's
自
what I
分
think
に
too.
仕事が回ってくるかどうかだけだろ。だから俳優の僕を心配してる。
I mean, he just do the
ずっと
older
そうだった。
guy movies. Riku's words are spiteful, but I could hear the pain tone in his voice. I thought for a moment then... is that really true? Oh, I was going after him. I thought this during the call earlier, but your father isn't really that cold. When he calms down, he actually listens. He even admits his own faults. It's just his concern for you might be overwhelming him.
そん
You're
なわけ
stressing
ない
your
よ。
dad out.
今までだってずっと。
So I'm being the mediator. Okay. But when I spoke to him earlier, he listened to me. I'm sure if he calms down, it'll be okay. So I tried to calm Riku. I looked at his face. He was chewing on his lip, deep in thought. Okay. Riku, now that it's not that you hate acting, right? It's not why you're quitting. You just found another path you want to take. It's as simple as that.
役者も世
He
界観
just
や物
likes
語を作る
doing the artsy.
大切な存在だって思ってる。尊敬してる人だってたくさんいる。
The artsy part. Anyone who has watched Riku act all this time can surely understand how he feels. Even if he did choose a different path, his devotion and passion for stage design was obvious. If he can just express it in a way his father can understand, I'm sure he'd get it. Mr. Nishijima, you've seen how serious Riku has been about acting ever since he was little, right?
ああ、ずっとな。稽古も俺がつけたし、完成した作品はすべて目を通している。
I watched all of his
高ぶり
movies.
の
Okay.
君とは違ってな。
Of course you've seen all this stuff. You're his dad.
父さん
I am a know-it-all, but let's do this. Riku chided his father, but Mr. Nishijima never shifted his gaze away from me. I stared back into his eyes. You saw them for a reason? Your father cared for you the most, just as much as you cared about acting. Like, I shouldn't continue to fight. Yeah, so I think instigating more of a fight would do the opposite of what I'm trying to do. Otherwise, he wouldn't have checked every single one of your films so painstakingly.
そうじゃないよ。父はただ僕の荒探しがしたいだけ。業界の先輩風を吹かせたいだけなんだ。
I mean, isn't that why you're so good at acting? You had someone dedicated by your side guiding you. Okay, let's just continue. Riku awkwardly looked away.
それはそうかもしれないけど。
There's constructive criticism and then there's just straight up criticism. So depends on how he did it.
彼女の言うことは素直に聞くんだな。
It's not usually how it goes. That's not it. Riku realizes that it's the truth. That's okay. If he didn't, he wouldn't have calmly agreed with what I said. Riku had opened his heart just a bit, and the tension in my shoulders dissipated. I've been thinking a lot about what we talked about last time, Mr. Nishijima. You're right, I don't know as much about him as an actor, even though his career influenced his life and his future. But I can start learning more about him from here on out. I can learn about how he spent his time as a child actor and how he was able to manage work at such a young age.
それで 何か分かったのか?
Well, that's kind of what dating is, sir. His whole life, Riku has been called a genius, but that's not what makes him the man he is. He spent countless hours giving it all, his all, and desperate to do the best he can, not because he devoted himself to the craft. That's why everyone has so much faith in him right now. Mr. Nishijima turned his face away as I spoke. As if he were remembering the old days, his eyes narrowed and his gaze fell.
まあ、役者なんてのは、特に子役なんてのは、いくらでも代わりがいるからな。
There's always someone pushing their child to the limelight so they can live vicariously through them.
だからこそ演技力だけじゃ
There's
な
some
く、
kids who actually want to act,
礼儀
though.
や人脈やらが必要になってくる。
Is that why you were so strict with him?
まあな。あんなに楽しく演じてるんだ。
Aww.
できれば長く続けさせてやりたい。できることなら、好きなことで食っていけるようにしてやりたいって、普通の親は思うもんだろ。
So, but he loves doing stage stuff now. So shouldn't you support him in his new love? Even though Riku didn't make a sound, I could tell from the way he was trembling that this was getting through to him. I knew it. Mr. Nishijima wasn't just thinking about his own job. He's thinking about his son, just as a father would. He's worried about Riku's future.
にしても、これでも昔はお父さんみたいになるんだなんて、可愛げもあったかな。
Mr. Nishijima glanced sideways at Riku, then shook his head and sighed. Though he was acting like a caring parent, I could tell by the look on his face that he was trying to pick a fight with Riku. Thinking hard, I turned to Mr. Nishijima. He still cares about him? I don't know. To me, it's obvious you still care about your son. He's important to you.
Eh?
If he didn't, you would have stopped watching all the films he stars in. If you were truly disinterested in him, you would have just ignored the fact that he wants to go into stage design.
なんで言葉に詰まってるの？いつもみたいに早く否定しなよ。
Riku, shut up. You're gonna ruin it.
うるせえ。俺だってたまには詰まることもあるんだよ。
Mr. Nishijima was staring aside with a complex expression, very much like one a father would make. It's okay. There's still a way to fix this. I gave myself a mental pep talk. I am, Riku?
Hmm?
I think I understand how you felt when your dreams were brushed off. The future you wanted was denied to you. Of course you'd put up a wall after that, no matter who the person was. But you still tried to talk to your father despite that, to the point that you got a fake fiancé. Meaning you still love your father even after everything that's happened. You want your father to acknowledge your dream and accept it. That's why you were sitting here, still talking about it, isn't it?
まあね。
You still want the
確かに
recognition
そう
and
いう気持ちも
approval
どこかにあった。
from your dad.
けど、こう平行線が続くと。
Riku smiled warily and I could feel the sadness behind his upturned lips. I know how Riku was feeling, so much so that it hurts. After all, Riku already tried to talk to his dad about this so many times before. But every time he did, his dad rejected him. If that's the case, what can I say to him? This. Then does that mean you're giving up?
え？
You've tried so hard to talk to him. After all that, you're gonna give up now?
千雪ちゃん。
You're the kind of person who finishes what they start, even if you fail or get reckless or drag others into it. That's what I like about you, yet you're going to stop here just like that? Come on, Riku.
まったく。君は僕と同じくらいずるいね。
She has her moments, I guess.
そんなこと言われたら、やっぱり分かってもらいたいって思っちゃうでしょ。ほんと、ずるいよ。
He still looked troubled, but there was a tinge of excitement on his face. I burst into a smile. If it helps you, I'll be as cheeky as you want me to be.
まったく。
I want the dad to be like, please stop flirting in front of me. It's gross. Riku chuckled and gently squeezed my hand. Alright, well, still haven't screwed up yet. After a few moments, Riku took a deep breath and readied himself to try again.
確かに父さんの言う通り、僕がここまで俳優を続けてこれたのは、あなたのおかげだと思う。演技の技術から他人への礼儀まできちんと教えてくれて。そんな父さんに子供の頃は憧れてた。でもそれがだんだん僕へのしつけじゃなく、父さん自身を売り込むための手段になっていた。
Riku! Stop undoing what I've
自分
done!
でも分かってるだろう。
どうしても俺を悪者にしないと気が済まないみたいだな。
Frickin' Riku. I was trying so hard.
僕だってこんなこと言いたくない。だけど父さんが変わったのはやっぱり事実なんだ。あれだけ大事にしろって教えてくれたスタッフさんへの対応もどんどん存在になって、母さんに対しても。それで結局は愛想をつかされて出て行かれて、
That's a whole other
本当に変わったよ。
that's a whole other thing. Okay.
俺は何も変わってない。変わったのは周りの方だ。俺への態度、
Uh-huh.
見る目も振る役も。
You've gotten older, dude.
それは父さん自身が変わったことを認められないからだ。そんなことにも気づけないなんて。幻滅した。
That's too bad. Riku. How painful it must have been for him to confront his own father, yet he held strong. Riku needs to tell him, or else he'll never be able to forgive himself. Because Riku felt his father was... I'm saying inspiration because he would have just given up if he... You know... Mr. Nishijima, you were a big inspiration for Riku, that's why he's upset. Yeah, it's like when you find out the person you idolize is a complete little douchebag. Just upsets you.
憧れね。こいつが俺に憧れてたのは。
He says that you changed, so maybe that's why.
そうだよ。成長してからは父さんの背中を見て、ああなったらダメだって。皮肉なことに。だから今の僕がある。
Ironically, yeah.
人を好き勝手言いやがって。憧れられたり、幻滅されたり。ずいぶんお前は俺のことを見てたんだな。
そりゃ、目の前
I
にいたら
mean,
ね。
you're his dad, so even if he didn't want to, you're kind of always around each other.
どうだかな。
Well, this spiraled out of control.
けど気づいてたから、今も人気者でかっこいい親父をやって
Thanks for ruining that, Riku.
あるのかもな。
なら、これからは年相応の役で活躍したら。
So I'm saying, do the older like gangster like boss roles or something.
たく、お前はほんと。
Let's be real. Actors in their 20s and 30s are playing high schoolers. You can play guys in like their 30s or whatever.
かけらだってあげないよ。
Be quote unquote older people. As he said that, Riku turned away as if he were pouting like a child. Somehow the room feels a little warmer now. I don't know what this relationship is. Perhaps little by little they were starting to see each other as parent and child. They have a weird relationship.
リクが頑固なのと、彼女が本気で応援してくれてんのはよくわかった。それに、これが。
Oh, is he gonna let him do it? Sweet.
じゃあ、
これで俺も業界の先輩卒業だ。あとは、
He's like, fine, struggle.
せいぜい後ろ盾もね
Have fun with it.
道をその子と一緒に苦労するんだな。
Don't regret your decision later. Of course, I'll do everything I can to support him.
父さん。
Yeah, I guess we'll support each other. Teamwork makes the dream work.
昔憧れてた気持ちとか、面倒見てちゆきちゃんのおかげで思い出せたよ。ありがとう。
No, it wasn't just me.
ほんと。いい女見つけたな、リク。
Yeah, sure.
何？あげないよ。
Well, I mean, if he's asking.
バカ。取ったりしねえよ。
Like- Yay! These are really easy. Just don't be ridiculous. The time limit makes it kind of nerve-wracking. With the issues finally resolved, we all started to relax and the tension drained from the room. It was quiet for a little while before Mr. Nishijima spoke again, this time in a gentler tone.
リク、いい機会だから一つ聞いておく。
何？
お前、どうして俺たちが離婚した時、
I was
母さん
thinking
を
that
選ばな
if
かったんだ。
if he was such a terrible person, why did he
あいつはお前を連れて行きたがっただろ
why is he with dad, not mom?
なんだ。そんなことも覚えてないの？
う。あ？
Mr. Nishijima looked bewildered and Riku narrowed his eyes.
昔、大人になったお前と共演したい。そのために、僕を一流の俳優にしてやるって、父さんが大口叩いてたんだろう。
お前、そんなガキの時の約束。
What? Okay. Riku, did you continue to act because you wanted to make your father's dreams come true? Riku frowned at his father.
言っておくけど、別にそれが特別な理由ってわけじゃ
I
ない
was
から。
gonna say that's a pretty
理由の一つだったってだけ。
weak reason.
ま、いつまでも子離れできない落ち目の俳優のままじゃ、僕と共演するなんて夢のまた夢だよ。
言ってくれるじゃねえか。俺はな、息
So
子
is
だ
he
ろう
gonna
が誰
continue
だろ
being
う
an
が、
actor then?
コケにされんのが一番嫌いなんだよ。
Am I just not following this conversation?
生意気言ってられるのも今のうちだぜ。今に見てろ。
Yeah,
お前の
Silver
力なん
Fox,
かな
let's
くった
do
っ
it.
て、今にイケオジ俳優として返り咲いてやる。
Let me some Silver Foxes. Mr. Nishijima was scowling, but he looked to be having fun. Maybe Riku wanted his father to go back to being how he was, like he is now. That thought naturally made me smile.
そういえばさっき、あのドラマの脚本家だった。
He's like, yeah, I'm your
母
dad.
親のことが知りたいって言ってたな。
I'm your dad, sorry, you guys can't date. Yes. Mr. Nishijima awkwardly scratched his head, and my eyes widened with
それ
anticipation.
がな、俺は顔合わせと、確か最
Why'd
初
they
の
say
収録の
hey,
時かな。
he asked her
その
for
2回ぐらい
tips
しか会っ
then?
たことはなくてな。
People, seriously, they said he asked her for tips.
それ以外は会った記憶がないし、仕事以外の話をした覚えもない。
Is that true?
本当だよ。他に何があるっ
It's
ていう
like,
の？
why would I lie? That's ridiculous. It's just, when you guys talk, did you approach her first?
え？あ、まあ、
Yes.
その2回程度の中で
Why does our girl want him to be our
そうだ
dad?
な。
Wouldn't that ruin our relationship with Riku, or is she into that sort of thing? Really? What for?
あ、いや、リクの出番をもう少し増やせないかってね。
No,
うちの
that's
子はいい芝居を
cute.
するんでと。
That's cute.
まあ、傍から見たら積極的に声をかけてるように見えたかもな。
He's just being polite, I guess, then.
だが、本当にそ
Or
れだけだ。
nice. Oh, okay.
悪いな、役に立てなくて。
本当だよ。役立たず。
Thanks.
お前には言われたくない。というか、俺にも彼女への優しさの半分くらい分けたっていいだろう。
僕の優しさは全部彼女の
I
も
have a
のだ。
limited kindness, and it's only for one
あんた
person.
の分なんてひとかけらもない。
Wait, Riku.
本当に、そのひねくれは誰に似たんだよ。
Probably from you.
なあ、ちゆきちゃん。本当にこんなやつと結婚するのか？
I don't know, we need to
見
date
ての
first.
通り、相当性格悪いぞ。
If he makes me freaking feed him by hands ever again, unless he's sick, I'm not. I will dump him.
余計なこと言わないでよ。というか、何勝手にちゃん付けしてるの？
Well, he's older, so he could do
いや、
whatever.
まあ、それは
Well, if she's, I'm gonna be his daughter-in-law, might as well, right?
それは僕だけの呼び方なの。父さんは上田さんにして。
Uh huh.
はあ、たく、 図体ばっかりでかくなりやがって。
She's my friend, no one else's.
ほんと中身はガキのまんまだな。
What's he gonna do when Kazuma visits? Or Kazuya? When he visits. Like, he's all up in our business.
うるさいな。
He's our bestie.
やっぱり生意気なやつだ。もうお前なんか知らん。
I don't know, I like the
美
dad.
術でも何でも好きにやれ。
I like him, he's kind of douchey.
ただし一回始めたら絶対に途中でやめたりするなよ。お前の居場所はそこにしかないと思え。
Okay.
言われなくてもそのつもりだよ。初めから覚悟はできてる。
Mr. Nishijima was still frowning, but he sighed and then chuckled as he shifted his gaze to me.
まあこんなやつだが懲りずに面倒見てやってくれ。これからよろしくな。
I will. I'll do everything I can. I bowed deeply and smiled at Mr. Nishijima. I'll make my dream of being a screenwriter come true. Then, together with Riku's set design, we'll create works of art. I'll give it my all, so when that happens, I hope you'll join us on the stage as the main lead.
千雪ちゃんの脚本にリクの舞台美術に俺の主演か。
He'll be a old grandpa at that point.
まあ遠い未来の話だろうけどな。いいぜ。もし実現できたその時は特別出演のノーギャラで出てやるよ。
A cameo.
また大口叩いて。それまで業界にちゃんといてよ。千雪ちゃん、二人で父さんをあっと言わせる作品作ってやろうね。
Yeah. As a family, they were still a bit awkward and rough around the edges, but that's who they are. But they could finally talk to one another. They could talk about what they loved in their futures. Futures where they... Futures where they each walked their own path, but the other was still involved. It was going to be wonderful. I replied full of energy, and Riku and I looked at each other and laughed cheerfully. Bow, bow. After that, Riku and his father went in person to humbly apologize and turn down the acting jobs they'd each accepted. Riku also secured the lead in director Makino's film. It was last minute, but the official announcement came in November. Of course, Riku got a lot of attention, but Senna, who played the dual lead, also became a hot topic. The script was completed, and filming was scheduled to begin early next year. Riku and his father mended their relationship even more over time, and Riku was getting ready to go all out at college. Alright, compared to everything that's happened, it's smooth sailing now. Clear skies ahead. Or at least it was supposed to be. But... Ah! I glanced at the ring dashboard and wondered why it had Santa and his reindeer on it. Oh no! Today's Christmas Eve. There was just so much going on, I'd forgotten all about Christmas. For starters, Riku's schedule was packed until just before the New Year, while he prepared for director Makino's film. I'd been on leave as his assistant while I worked on the final revisions with Professor Asagi. And, you know, college finals, maybe? I didn't know if we'd be able to meet up, but I need to get him a present just in case. Let's see, what does he like? Bananas and milk? No, not that. That wasn't a present, it was barely even a meal. Make banana bread and give him some milk. Oh, how about a new jacket? The one he has is pretty worn out, but I have no idea what size he wears. Things that would make him happy. Pillows and a futon? Nah, that's a bit much. That's a bit weird is what that is. All of a sudden, the doorbell rings, startling me. I stared at the window. It can't be, right? Hi. I cautiously opened the door, and there stood Riku, looking happy like it was only natural for him to be there. Hi, you wearing a Santa hat or a reindeer costume? Or ears? Horns? Antlers? Whatever. As he walked right into my room.
今日はバイト休みって言ってたから来てみてよかった。ケーキ一緒に食べようと思って。
I knew it. Riku, don't you have work?
毎日何かしら入ってるからって 24時間働き続けてるわけじゃないことぐらい
That's
知
true.
ってるでしょ。
Yeah.
明日は夜にどうしても外せない収録があるから、今日だけは時
Aww.
間ぴったりに終わらせてきました。
Riku looked very pleased that his surprise attack was a success. But I bit my lip in frustration as I got plates and forks. This is why you always keep your
ケーキ
room
を買いに
clean.
出ただけなのに、
Don't know who's gonna just pop by.
店になかなかつけなくて、やっぱりクリスマスはすごいね。
Yeah, don't buy things last minute, dude. Oh wow, you went out and bought it yourself? Good job! The store clerk must have been surprised. But never mind that. I need to get him something too.
そのケーキ、人気
Well, you
です
can't
ぐ
get
売
him
り切れち
something
ゃうん
now.
だって。
It's Christmas Eve.
今日
Yeah. Sorry. I need to think of a present and fast. I'll watch for an opening, then maybe I can sneak out and buy something. My mind went somewhere it shouldn't, but I'm not gonna say.
今日のちゆきちゃん、なんだか面白い顔してるね。
Oh, I am? For now, maybe I can go to a general store and look for something. Oh, but I need a good excuse to leave. Before that, I need to find a store that's even still open. Yeah, if I hurry and look around, I should be able to find something. Alright, I'll do that.
だし、する？
Girl. I'm pretty sure he'd much rather just spend time with you. Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
本当に？
Don't just agree to things. Riku stared at me and I snapped out of my trance and cleared my throat. Oh, sorry, what were you talking about?
やっぱり聞いてな
I'm
か
a
った。
little scared what we just agreed to. Yeah. Riku smiled and brought his lips close to my ear. Then under his breath, he whispered.
クリスマスだし、恋人同士の営みでも。
Ah, his brain was minded. Very simple. Guys are so simple. Oh my gosh. What? Surprised, I shrank back and Riku chuckled.
やっぱりちゆきちゃんの反応はそうでなくちゃね。
Oh my gosh, just say yes and that'd be his present. Like, yeah, give me a second. Oh, yes. Do it.
今ならぼんやりしてるし、
It's not
うな
gonna.
ずいてくれるかもとは思ったけど。
It's not a mature adult game, so we're not
う
going
な
that
ずいて
way.
くれたし。
Most likely. That wasn't.
大丈夫だよ。安心して。冗談だから。
As he said that, he slowly peeled himself away from me. I thought for a moment about what I should say. Then audibly, I audibly gulped. Was it really a joke?
Hmm?
About spending the night like lovers? Was that just a joke? He cocked his one eyebrow, and the mood took a serious turn.
それって冗談にしたくないってこと？
It's an easy way out of not having a gift. Actually, I didn't get a chance to get you a Christmas present, so that's why. Don't tell him.
代わりに？
Yeah.
うん。
Girl, you're
そ
so.
っか。
I mean, yeah, that's where my mind went.
クリスマ
Oh, dang it. Sorry. Oh, well, I know I'm the one that mentioned it, but I'm not actually ready for that yet. Oh, okay. I don't know how long they've been dating. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I felt the heat slowly rising to my cheeks, and I squeezed my eyes shut. See, this is a teen game. We're not going there. Riku?
大丈夫だよ。可愛くてちょっと意地悪しちゃっただけ。何もしないから落ち着いて。
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get your hopes up.
ちょっと
I
残
mean, it
念
was
だけ
kind of
ど。
mean to do that.
でもいいよ。クリスマスの夜に
Aww.
恋人の君とこうしていられるだけで僕
I
は
really,
幸せ。
really wish she would have showed up in this disheveled look. Riku. His words made my heart flutter and I broke into a smile as Riku began opening the box of cake.
デザートが先になっちゃうけどいいよね。夕飯はまた後で考えれば。
Wonder what type of cake he got. Dinner! Right, I could still do that. Full of energy, I turned to Riku excitedly. I'll cook you as a present. I'll make lots of your favorites, so I hope you're ready. I hope I have food in my fridge.
エコバッグ持ち出して まさか
Oh.
クリスマスに恋人放置して買い出し
See,
行く気
he doesn't want you to just spend time with him. That's what he wants. Yes, it's the only thing I can do. It's okay. I'll be back as soon as I can.
そういう問題じゃないよ。プレゼントのことはいいか
I
ら。
want to spend time with you. That's my gift. Just
こっち来て。
sit your butt down. Get back here. Oh, fine. I get it. To check, I put my bag away and sat back down next to Riku. I thought it would be a great idea.
明暗かもしれないけど、僕にとっては君が隣にいてくれる方がずっといい日になるんだから。
I mean, you can make like simple things and then they'd probably be okay with it.
それにクリスマスをこんなにゆっくり過ごすのも何年かぶりだしね。
Right. There are film premieres during Christmas too. Have you had to do fan meetings or things like that? Yeah, I have to do
この時期の作品はほぼ恋愛ものだから女性向けイベントが多かったかな。
Yeah, because Christmas over there is not really for families. It's more like a couple thing. Events for women? Are those the ones I see on the news and stuff where the actors will hug the fans? Ugh.
番宣で結構そういう仕事も
Sorry,
して
I
た
don't...
かな。
Touching random people would just like gross me out. Like, I don't know people's personal hygiene and like, I don't know where you have been. No offense. Is that so? I don't know if you wash your hands after you leave the bathroom. Like, I don't like touching people. Riku hugged other people. Since we started dating, Riku had become surprisingly spoiled. Never possible he hugged me and held my hand. Aw. I thought I was the only one who knew his warmth. Girl, he's a celebrity. They make him do that. It's not like he actually wants to hug them. It's gonna be one of those awkward, like, obligatory hugs. I knew I couldn't help it. It was just for work, but...
ちょっとやきもち焼いた？
No!
あ、やっぱりそうだ。
Okay.
へえ。好きな子にやきもち焼かれるって結構いい気分だね。
Yeah. That's why I like it in a little bit, too. I'm not.
別にやきもちなんか焼いてない？
No, I am. Let's do that. He was looking at me like he found this very amusing. Embarrassed, I glared back at him. Jeez, you're such a meanie sometimes.
ごめんごめん。そんな顔しないで。
And I die a little inside every time I have to say meanie.
手をつなぐのも抱きしめるのもそれからキスするのも。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not kissing his fans, so... Deliberately whispered that in my ear, making me shiver. Oh, he's so sly.
でも僕のことを独占したくない？君にしかしないってそういうことだよ。
Yeah. Ugh. That's...
あ、頬がちょっと緩んだね。嬉しいんだ。
Riku poked my cheeks as he watched me intently. Does what make me happy?
僕が独占できて嬉しい？
I told you, that's
ちゃ
not...
んと言葉で言って。嬉しい。
Well, of course I'm happy.
僕も君を独り占めできて嬉しい。ってことで、恋人同士でお互い独り占めしてるの。
Ah.
キスくらいはしてもいいよね。
Well... I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna ruin the moment. Sure, go for it. Sure, go for it. As I nervously looked up at him, Riku laughed softly.
いい
Ah!
んだ。それじゃ。
Oh, itadakimasu. Thank you for this meal. Huh? Is this a joke too?
そんなわけないでしょ。さっきからずっと我慢してたんだよ。
Oh. Riku smiled and gently placed his hands on my shoulders. We still can't get used to it no matter how many times we do it.
もっと力抜いて。
Okay. I did as he said and exhaled, then slowly closed my eyes. I anxiously waited for him until I felt his breath on my lips. I could feel his body heat approaching, and then he pressed our lips together for just an instant. Stop being all innocent and cute. I let out the breath I'd been holding and opened my eyes meekly.
顔赤くなってる。
Nice.
かわいい。まだ慣れない？
Need more practice then. Keep going. No, I'm not sure I'll ever be.
大丈夫。時間はたくさんあるから。これからゆっくり慣れていけばいい。
But once you graduate, you're going straight to America, right? When that happens, we won't be able to see each other much. Or you could go with him.
ああ、あれね。実は収録とかで出席日数足りなくて、今年は大学卒業できないんだ。
What?
とは言っても、仕事はもう牧野監督の映画だけだし、来年こそはちゃんと卒業する。
How many classes do you have to retake constantly?
君と一緒に卒業することになるなんて。
You did that on
ちょっと面
purpose,
白いよ
sir.
ね。
You did that on purpose. Fun, you say. Don't jinx it, or you'll be held back another year.
そう
I'll be
な
your
らないように
senpai.
頑張る。君との卒業式も楽しみだし。
Okay.
というわけで。
We will
あと
get
一年
you a mini
よろしくね。
fridge, and we will stock it full of bananas and milk, and maybe some banana milk, too. He was more optimistic than I was. When he smiles like that, me too. Here's to another year of here's another year of college together. Oh, that means you can look forward to next year's Christmas, too. I'll make up for this year's Christmas.
楽しみにしとく。
Save up and buy him a nice wallet or something. Hmm?
恋人同士としての発展も。
Yeah. Get something cute. Huh?
だって、千雪ちゃんの描いた恋愛映画、見てみたいから。
It's hard for me to play innocent games. My mind.
だからちゃんと
Ah.
脚本を書く手伝いしてあげる。
Aw. Riku flashed me a genuine smile. He then gently hugged me and kissed my lips. Aww. Cute. Oh, that's the end? Okay. Oh, is there an after credits thing? Christmas Eve was the first time we got to spend alone together in a while. But regardless of the holidays, filming started as soon as the new year rolled around. Ah, Senna! I love his design. Anyway, once it did, it was hard to find time alone together since we were too focused on work. But one day during our break...
あれ
Nice,
二人とも
Senna.
もっとくっつかないでいいの
Well, we're at work. Please stop saying weird things like that, especially when we're at work. And we're in Japan, so PDA is kind of like... I don't know. I don't see many people doing PDA.
じゃ
I
あ俺
appreciate
がくっ
that.
ついちゃおうかな
Honestly, PDA, I don't like PDA either. So I will, if I'm dating someone, I will not be hanging on to them in public. At home, yeah, I'm like in their lap, but like public, you wouldn't even tell we're dating. Well, you would because we're flirting, but other than that, no PDA from me. I don't do that. All right, sorry. Anyway, going on. Like, shut up, Freya. Oh, yeah. This was the routine recently. Senna would try to hug me, then Riku would appear out of nowhere and stop him with force.
やっぱり君ってちょっとどうにかした方がいいかもしれないね。
I'm surprised Kazuma's not flying in from nowhere screaming.
何をどうした方がいいっていうのかな
In the end, it's the two of them who end up sticking close to each other. I was glad to see them both in good spirits, even in between filming. I was gonna say fighting. Whenever I wasn't in class, I spent my spare time on set as an assistant writer and helped with the different tasks to support the crew. And rubbing elbows and making connections. Kazuma was also assigned to do makeup for the film, working under Ms. Kayama, as he was so dazzling that he sent shivers down my spine. Well, it's been a while since I'd seen Makino looking so lively, and we could end up chatting about our college lives. Filming was going well. Our sweet little Makino. Our baby Makino. Time passed in spring. I swear the amount of people that like drag race down my road just drives me insane. And it doesn't matter what time it happens. Anyway, sorry about the drag racing cars. I keep having to cut them out. Here. Time passed and spring gave way to summer. Until director Makino's film was finally finished shooting, editing, and all that. Finally, a premiere was held for the staff. I wonder if it's good. Wow, it all seems so jumbled when they shoot one scene at a time, but when they complete it all together, it becomes an amazing story. Plus, they don't shoot in order. The world Professor Asagi created became a vivid, moving story that was completely alive on screen. It was amazing, absolutely wonderful. As the premiere ended, I continued to clap in unison with the thunderous applause. It was all I could do to express my overwhelming joy. I'm so glad I got to work on this movie. Am I in the credits? Judging from the length and intensity of the applause, I was sure everyone there thought so too. I was sure the applause also was a farewell to Riku, who was going to retire from the industry after this. Well, he could just retire as an actor, but he could do set design with movies and stuff. The disappointment, but also the motivation the staff felt when they heard the news was truly something to behold. However, director Makino calmly said, "I'll go on as I usually do," and proceeded as normal. With all the memories rushing back, I subconsciously whispered, "That was truly an amazing film." We have no idea what it was about. His voice sounded so warm and kind that an unbearable heat welled up in my chest. And then...
Wait, I
thought this was just for the staff. Whatever. Riku smiled, and after giving me a brief hug, stood and headed down to join the others. Ah, look at Senna, he looks so good! Once everyone had gathered on stage in front of the screen, they gave their speeches, starting with the director. And then there's our silver fox they cut out of the shot. So upset. Riku had already announced his retirement went last.
皆さん、僕をこの映画に携わらせてくださって本当にありがとうございました。
Yay.
これまでいろんな作品に出演しましたが、この作
He
品
does have pretty eyes, though.
僕の俳優人生最後の作品になって本当に良かった。そう思えるほどに素晴らしい作品だと思います。本当に感動しました。
Riku paused and took a deep breath, his expression serious.
一部の方にはお伝えしていますが、僕は今、舞台美術のプロを目指して勉強中です。なので、いつか、皆さんとまた一緒にお仕事できるよう、精一杯精進しますので、その際は、お声掛けいただけると嬉しいです。今まで本当に、ありがとうございました。
Aww, that was nice. That was a great private screening, wasn't it? When it starts showing in theaters, let's go and watch it again. I excitedly chatted with Riku after the end of the premiere, and he flashed me a smile.
そうだね。何度でも見たくなる。
I know, right? Not to mention you were really amazing on screen as... Senna! Why'd you both change?
仲いいな。ちょっと焼けちゃうかも。
Senna!
お疲れ様、二人とも。
Go get an actual girlfriend then, Senna. Or boyfriend, whatever, I don't judge. Senna winked as he smiled mischievously at Riku.
いい映画だったよね。撮ってる時はこんな風になるなんて思ってもみなかったけど。けど、ほんと最高の作品だった。
It is an art form, yes.
セナさんの必死さがよく伝わってきたね。
ねえ、西島さん。 俺に対してだけなんかいつも当たりがきつくない？
Because you're the only one hitting on his girlfriend.
もしかして、千雪ちゃんを
Dude, you haven't stopped hitting on us. You haven't stopped.
それとも、撮影中に西島さんが見てないのをいいことに。
Senna, stop. We never did anything.
まさか。僕は根に持つタイプじゃないよ。
You're a little bug. You're
彼女
fly.
に悪い虫がついたら困るから、ちょっと牽制してるだけ。
いや、それめっちゃ根に持ってるじゃん。
Riku laughed as he teased Senna before his voice once more took on a serious tone.
でも、本当にいい作品だったと思う。セナさんの演技も、僕自身の演技も含めて。
ま、そうっすね。でもダブル主演とはいえ、西島さんに食われてる感は否めないなぁと、俺的には思うわけです。けど、それでこそ西島陸だなって、いろいろ勉強させてもらいました。感謝してます。
Senna, he used to slack off any chance he got, but perhaps he matured throughout the filming as well.
それじゃ、俺はこの後用事あるんで、失礼しま、そういえば。
What?
二人が婚約者同士っていうの、結局あれは嘘？本当？千雪ちゃんの左手の薬指、まだ空いてるみたいだけど。
Because I have a $6 ring. Chuckling, Riku took my left hand and gently touched my ring finger.
今、彼女にちょうどいいものを探し中。
I'm not taking her shopping this time.
これで納得してもらえる？
はいはい、なるほどね。西島さんのその顔だけで納得。
Bye, Senna.
触らぬ神にたたりなしってやつかな。
Bye bye. Senna laughed in his usual way and turned to leave with a slight wave of his hand.
そんじゃ、西島さん。俺も自分のしたいこと頑張るんで、あんたも自分の道、頑張ってください。それじゃ。
Acting cool up until the very end. That's so like him.
でも、僕の最後の映画の相手が彼でよかったって、そう思う。本当に楽しかった。
Aww. Riku stared at the now blank screen, a real genuine smile on his face. He sounded like he was trying to convey his thanks to an old friend. After that, lots of smiles and emotion, the curtain fell on the final scene of Riku's acting career. That's cute. That was cute. That's the end. Oh, here, that's more. I thought back to the end of last year. To my surprise, the script I'd written about romance and shown to... To my surprise, the script I'd written about romance and shown to Professor Asagi garnered praise. He said the chemistry between the male and female characters, their sentiments, and their development were much more interesting now. I was sure this was all thanks to Riku. Since then, I continue to write scripts in various genres and submit them to contests. And at long last, I finally won a coveted award. I stepped up to the starting line and my own story was just beginning. My difficulty writing romance, my fear of men. We didn't seem that scared of him. I was sure it was because I didn't know my father, and I was sure that knowing him would have changed things. With that in mind, I continued to search for him in the background. But now I had other things on my mind. I was in love with a wonderful man. It was a little surprising when Riku said he wanted to get engaged. But the thought of becoming a family with him made me happier than anything else I'd ever felt. I had no doubt that Riku and I would make a great family together. That's why I was okay now. I loved Riku and together we'd create a family to be proud of. Aww, that was cute! Never found out who her dad is. Oh my gosh, it's still going! I thought it was the end! Which one would be better? Actually, I wonder if he'd even like it. As I continued to deliberate, Riku casually peered at me.
欲しいもの見つかった？何かあれば僕がプレゼントするけど。
No, I'm just browsing. How about you? Anything caught your eye, like decorations or maybe picture frames?
僕の欲しいものか。
Oh, we're living together now. Okay.
お皿とか箸とかカップとか欲しいかな。
Tableware? What kind do you like? Do you prefer something simple or patterned?
それは君が選んで。
Like, I'm pretty sure guys don't really care.
君が使うものなんだから。
They could eat off of paper plates and use plastic ware for all they care. Huh?
ほら、うちに来ることも多くなったし、
They would just have a
君用の
mattress on the
食器があった
floor
方がいいでしょ。
and be fine with it. Well, I suppose so. Why won't things go my way? Ever since I failed at Christmas, I kept a close eye on special events. And today's event was the most important of them all. Riku's birthday. Normally I would have gotten his present in advance, but... what about you, Riku? Do you need anything, like maybe an alarm clock?
今は必要ないかな。君の声で起きるのが一番目覚めがいいし。
Is it weird that I just straight up ask, like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? I'm not all about surprises. I'm just like, tell me what you want, so I'll try. It was always like this. I made sure the food is ready to serve, and I even made a gorgeous cake. After this, I was going to invite him over to my place to surprise him. It would be perfect, assuming I found a gift. I did a lot of research. Maybe do this, like, a month or so in advance, so you're not struggling. But I couldn't decide what my main gift should be. Nothing felt just right, all the way up to this very day. If only he said he liked something, I would have gotten it instantly. Why don't you get him, like, art stuff? I mean, he's into that. Just then.
これいいな。
Or maybe some power tools? I don't know. What? Which one?
ほら、これ。
I finally heard those long-awaited words. I looked at Ryu's hands and... Teacups?
そう。夫婦茶碗だって。
Oh, that's cute.
食事するときにいいと思わない？
How old-fashioned. But if Riku says he likes these, then I guess I'm getting teacups. I gave him a small nod and grabbed the teacup he pointed out. Okay, I'll go buy these then.
え、いいよ。僕が欲しいって言ったんだし。
No, I'm buying it. It was your birthday. No, I'll buy them. I could buy them myself.
そこまで言うなら別にいいけど。
Just tell him he's gonna buy it for his birthday.
最近の千雪ちゃん、ちょっと都合死んだよね。
I don't do surprises. Huh, me?
何か欲しいものはないか。さっきから必死で聞いてくるし。
Don't do
自
this.
分が買うって聞かないし。ねえ、もしかして
What? Oh no, he's figured me out.
浮気とかじゃ
What?
ないよね。
What's that have to do with cheating on you? What?
後ろめたいことがあるとご機嫌取りに好みのものを送るってシチュエーション。ドラマで何回かやったことがある。
Dude, you do know it's your birthday, right? You're wrong. It's not like that.
うん、わかってる。もし本当にそんなことがあったら、僕は秒
I
で見破
secretly
る。
have someone tailing you at all times. Immediately.
それで、浮気じゃないなら、どうして千雪ちゃんは僕にその茶碗を買わせてくれないのかな？
Because it's your birthday. Well, because I want to invite you to my place so we can have dinner together. I thought it would be nice to get some new teacups for that, so I'll go ahead and pay for these right now. Just say you're getting them as a gift. I dashed to the front cash register with teacups before Riku could press me any further. He knows what you're
かわ
doing.
いいな。
Yeah, I get it weird. I thought I heard something behind me, but it's okay. He hasn't found out yet. He knows! He knows. After purchasing the teacups,
重くない？僕が持つよ。
it's kind of an interesting gift, honestly. No, I'm fine. If I found his present, I can't give it to him yet. I held the teacup securely in my arms as we walked home together. Okay, everything is all set. This was my chance to make up for last Christmas. I peeked into the living room from the kitchen and saw Riku preoccupied with his phone while he waited for dinner. It's okay, he doesn't know yet, except he saw me buy it. After I checked on Riku, I lit a candle. Okay, so now...
ん？停電？
He knows it's his birthday, girlie. Please don't make me sing the birthday song. Happy birthday, Riku!
ありがとう、千雪ちゃん。
Go ahead and blow out the candle. Happy birthday! Again! Good, I don't have to sing.
こんな風に誕生日を祝ってもらったのなんていつぶりかな。千雪ちゃん、ずっと準備してくれてたよね。
Yep. Huh?
うん
Did you notice I was preparing something for you?
うん。正直、結構前から。
Since when?
そうだな。最初にそうかなって思ったのは、今年の2月。
Girl, a year? You still couldn't find anything? February? How did you know so early?
ほら、セナさんの誕生日プレゼントを選びに
Why are we
一緒に
getting
見に行っ
Senate
たでしょ。
gifts? Anyway.
その時、やたらリクさんは欲しいものないですかって聞いてきたから。
I thought I'd been nonchalant when I asked.
次にそう思ったのは、6月の上久保くんの誕生日。プレゼントをもらう側なのに、なぜか彼が僕の欲しいものを聞いてきて、あ、君の差し金だなって。
I would have just. She's so not straightforward. It's complete opposite of me. Yeah, I did send him.
それに、出かけるたびに、これは好きですかとか、男の人にこういうのを送るのはどうですかとか、探ろうと。
Sorry, I knew it was bad at being discreet, but I had no idea it was that transparent. No wonder you found out.
そう落ち込まないで。そういう君を見てるだけで、僕はいつも嬉しかったし。それに、今日が来るのをずっと楽しみにしてた。千雪ちゃんが僕を思って一生懸命考えてくれたサプライズ。本当に嬉しい。ありがとう。
Makes me feel a little better when you put it like that.
うん。だから君の誕生日も楽しみにしてて。今年は映画でバタバタしてて簡単になっちゃったから。今度は僕が知恵を絞って準備するから。
You don't need to do that. I was just so desperate to find something that things got a little out of hand. I should have chosen a gift based off of my own taste, but this was the first time I'm giving a gift to someone I like. I couldn't trust my own judgment because I didn't know what I'd do if you ended up not liking it.
君のそういうところ、いいよね。
You like that about me?
そう。一生懸命でちょっと不器用で。でもなんとかしようって頑張るところ。そういうところ。本当、可愛くて大好き。
Riku?
ごめん。君と一緒にいると気持ちが爆発しそうになって自分でも困るんだよね。
Combust? What are you talking about?
君を抱きしめた
Aw,
くて
cute.
そのままキスしたくなって。
We'll go for it.
今日も家に呼ばれたからクリスマスにもらえなかったものがもらえるのかもってちょっと期待して。
Easiest gift, guys. Easiest gift.
ごめん、引いた。
We've been dating for like a year, dude. Over a year, dude. It's... Oh no, you see...
大丈夫、分かってるから。
Oh...
まだそういうのは心の準備が。
Let's do it. No, that's not what I meant. It's not actually... It's not that, actually. I was thinking about making that your present. Yeah,
本当に。
yeah, let's do it, girl. I was looking down so I couldn't see Riku's face, but I managed to nod shyly. He'll be graduating soon, then leaving for America after that. Then what? When that happens, I won't get to see you, so... Just go with him! I don't get why you can't go with him. I'm sorry, I'm dragging you down. Ah, I'm such an idiot. Why did I have to confess at a time like this? Jeez. My cheeks felt flushed and I shut my eyes.
千雪ちゃん。
Aww. Oh. As Riku called my name, I felt something soft and warm envelop me. His arms embracing me felt a little stiff, almost like he was holding back his strength.
君のことある程度分かってきたつもりだったけど、でもやっぱり君は予想外で想像以上で面白い。
What do you mean by interesting?
もう冗談にできないけどいい
Okay. His breath is hitting my ear. It's so warm.
ね。答えて。
Go for it, girly. Have fun. My ears were getting hotter and hotter. I closed my eyes again, mentally preparing myself, and took a deep breath. I wouldn't be saying such embarrassing things if I wasn't okay with it.
それもそっか。
Aww. Yeah, oh, but we should eat first.
もうお預けなんてしないよね。
Yeah, I was like,
君の作ってくれた料理も
doing that in a full stomach may not
ちゃんと食べるから。
may not be the best option.
だから
Aww.
だから今は君をちょうだい。
Itadakimasu. Thank you for the meal. Thank you for the meal. Riku sounds so desperate, so different from usual, as he slowly laid me down. Don't do it on the floor, that's uncomfortable. You'll get rug burn or whatever. Riku sounds so desperate, so different from usual, as he slowly laid me down. Yeah. Sorry, I already read that. This kiss was nothing like his usual light pecks. It was more forceful, and he even bit my lip. Nah, that could be fun. I indulged in the sensation and let him take over.
大好きだよ。
Aww. Riku and I finally had our first night and our first morning as lovers. And we didn't eat anything. That was cute. Oh my gosh, this ending never ends! I feel like I started another chapter! Shortly after that, Director Makino's film premiered in theaters. Right after its release, Riku was swamped with promotional work and stage appearances. He spent his extra time devoting himself to creating stage designs with his fellow students in performing arts development. Today I brought lunch for them to help out, but...
こんだけぐっちゃぐちゃにかけると気持ちいいな。
This has got to be the longest ending thing I have ever played.
はい。じゃあこっちからも絵の具飛ばすよ。
Ah!
じゃあ次こっちから。よいしょっと。
Using a large brush, Riku drew a curved pattern on a cloth spread across the floor.
いい感じの雰囲気出たじゃん。あ、じゃあこれに色足してって。
私もっと派手にやりたい。
じゃあこっちからも飛ばそうぜ。
I have no idea what's going on.
なら僕はあっちからもう一回ハケで飛ばすよ。
オッケー。
Did he make friends? That's weird. Riku looks like he's having fun. I wonder what he's making this time. Whether he noticed I was staring at him or not. Ah, that's my favorite version. Riku, holding a brush dipped in paint, looked up at me and our eyes met.
来てるなら声かけてくれればよかったのに。
I just felt like showing up. I couldn't interrupt when you were having so much fun. What are you making this time?
異世界をテーマにした舞台の背景。明るく楽しく。だけど混沌としてる世界でね。
So that's why you're painting like that.
うん。あ、せっかくだし、君もやってみない？絶対楽しいよ。
Is that okay?
もちろん。服は汚れるとまずいから、僕の予備のつなぎを貸してあげる。
Coveralls. They're coveralls! Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm never gonna not get over that. But won't it be kind of big?
大丈夫。ピンで留めればなんとかなるから。ね。
Okay. Okay, I'll do it then. After that... Don't laugh at my artwork, sir. Once I got dressed, Riku looked down, his shoulders trembling from trying to hold back his laughter. Come on, stop laughing at me. I told you your clothes wouldn't fit me.
ごめん。
No.
なんかそうしてると大人の服を子供が着てるみたいで。
I'm a full-fledged adult. I would
わかってる
certainly
よ。
hope so.
ちゃんとこれからピンで留めるから。それに。もし子供なら、僕も君にいろんなことをしたいなんて思わないよ。
Please don't say things like appealing. Girl, you slept with a man. He let him say things. Riku's smile reminded me of the night we spent together on his birthday. Riku, you...
そんなに怒らないで。その格好が可愛くて、ちょっと意地悪したくなっちゃっただけだから。はい、止め終わったよ。これで動きやすくなったでしょ？
Thank you. Riku swiftly hugged me, then he grabbed a bucket of paint and a brush and handed them over.
大胆に色付けすることになってるから、思いっきりやって。勢いよく。
I see, otherworldly. Oh!
どうかした？
I was wondering, aren't your bangs in the way, Riku? They're covering your eyes.
ああ、これまあね、面倒なのもあったけど、あげちゃうとバレるかなって。
Yeah, I guess.
でもみんなもともと気づいてたらしいけど、公にしてないから黙っててくれたんだって。まあ引退するし、もうその辺も気にしないけど。
In that case, why don't you pull them back? It would make it easier for you to see.
前が明るく見える。
No, keep them down! Keep them down!
いいね。
No, please, keep
そう
them
言うなら
down.
縛ろうかな。
Don't get rid of my scruffy! No. Here, I got a hair tie. I took a hair tie from my bag and asked Riku to bend down so I could tie his bangs back. Now you look like a little kid, Riku.
なら今日は
Oh, I
子
don't
供に
get
帰
to
っ
see
て
it?
思いっ
Fine.
きり汚れよ
Yeah. We dipped our brushes in colorful paint and swung them around on the cloth like we were kids again. Oh, we got another CG! And our coveralls. They're not overalls, they're coveralls. Because overalls have the thin straps. Coveralls cover all. He's cute with the little hair tie. Aww. Otherworldly, otherworldly. Ha. Oh, that doesn't look right.
ちゆきちゃん、自分に色付けしちゃってるよ。すごいカラフル。
A little too serious about this. I'll wash the coveralls before I return them.
それは構わないけど。あ、ほっぺたにもつい
That
てる
is。perfectly fine. Let me be messy. Huh? Where? Riku gently grabbed my hand and stopped me from rubbing my face.
ダメだよ。
He's so cute.
強くこすると赤くなっちゃうから、優しくしないと。
Coverall Riku is best Riku.
僕が後で手伝ってあげるから。ね。
Thanks. You spoil me too much, Riku. You like treating me like a little kid, don't you?
そんなことないよ。君が可愛くて。
Sweetie, I'm pretty sure he prefers treating you like an adult, if you know what I mean. That's called treating me like a kid, jeez. In my frustration, I vigorously swiped the paintbrush at the cloth.
子供扱いとは全然違うんだけどな。君への可愛いは
I like her
ただの
pouting
可愛い
face,
じゃな
though.
くて
It's cute.
愛おしくて大好きの可愛いだから。
Don't say things like that in
あ
public.
れ、君がむくれちゃったから言ったのにな。あ、でも
What is it? I looked at Riku and he turned to me with this big smile.
もし君との間に子供ができたら、僕案外いい父親になるかもね。
Cute.
君との子なら絶対可愛いだろうし。
Excuse me?
正直父親があんなだから自分もああなったらどうしようって思ってたんだけど、
はい。
でも今日のでちょっと自信がついたかな。
Confident. I was so surprised that I accidentally... Oh no, the paint!
盛大にこぼし
Spilled
た
it
ね。
all over the canvas. Good job. It's not funny.
大丈夫。これも個性があっていいと思う。君が作ったこの模様が
Aw.
新しい世界観
Well,
を
if it's
作
supposed
っ
to be
て
chaos, having a giant splash across it would probably be pretty chaotic. Is that so?
君と出会って僕がそうなったのと同じように。
I swear if we have another end credit scene with them with a kid or a wedding, I'm gonna lose it. As he said that, he painted over the spill with a different color. The colors overlapped, creating a vivid combination that would have been impossible without
ね
mixing.
え、ちゆきちゃん。君は気づいてないかもしれないけど、一人きりだった僕の世界に
Aww.
新しい色を添えてくれたのは君なんだ。それはきっとこれからもね。だからずっとこれからもどうぞよろしく。僕の
Aww.
未来のお嫁さん。
Cute. I swear, if there's another after scene, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, friggin'. Okay. That's got to be the longest epilogue ending thing I have ever played. Holy crap. do not have another scene, I swear. Okay.
ラバープリテンド
So, Riku's route. Positives. I like scruffy Riku the best. I'm gonna keep this right here. Overall story and... Okay, I didn't like our heroine. She just kept doing things that pissed me off, honestly, but that's probably because her personality is like complete opposite of mine. I'm very direct with things and people. So I don't beat around the bush. If like with the father thing, like I would have straight up been abrupt with my advisor and everything. I wouldn't have tried to be sneaky about it. I would have been like, hey, this would... That way you can have like a partner in crime. Kazuma didn't really help with that department at all. She was very naive about things, which I have a dirty mind, so I'm not naive. I'm not naive about those things. So I don't know. It's overly innocent MCs kind of sometimes get on my nerves a little bit. I mean, that's just, a lot of people like them though, so I don't know. Riku, scruffy Riku is best. Riku. Some of the scenes, like the feeding him thing, that can be cute, but in this game, the way they did it, it just really like pissed me off because he was just doing it. It's not like, oh, cutely they're feeding each other. It was him just being lazy and then her having to feed him like a toddler and a baby, and I just did not find that cute. I found it very frustrating. He's a grown man, and because in my thought, I'm like, if this is gonna be your partner, he needs to be able to like, because she made dinner, she had to feed him by hand dinner because he wouldn't eat by himself. He wouldn't even eat it, and then she had to do the dishes by herself, and that's no. Like, whoever in my household, whoever makes dinner does not do the dishes. If you ate dinner, you helped with the dishes and the cleanup. Whoever made it does not. That's how my parents are. If one makes dinner, the other does the dishes, and that's how it's always been. Like I said, my family is all about partnerships. We don't do gender roles. So if my dad cooks dinner, my mom does dishes, and my mom cooks dinner, my dad does dishes. It's the same thing if any of us kids made dinner as well. Like everyone else would do dishes. So that just pissed me off. And then the thing with his dad, that was just, they didn't communicate because they needed drama. So overall, and the romance, I liked the jealousy part with Senna. I thought that was, I liked that. The never-ending ending. Like, you watch the credits and then you get, like, the ending. But, like, oh my gosh, that was the longest I've ever sat through. It was, like, another 30 minutes, I felt like. And I think, I don't know, overall, I just didn't like Riku's character personality. He's just not my type. I know people would probably really like his character type. I didn't. I think I would be more into Kazuma, maybe Makino, and Senna, depending. I like the playboys, but I don't like the man horror types, you know? I like the flirt. Okay, I like the flirts, not the playboys. That's what it is. I like the flirts, not the playboys. So I might like his route, maybe, possibly, depending. The father story went nowhere. But that's probably for the secret route, so I won't hold off on that. And we got our silver fox. It just I really want to see like older guy otome game, like the love interests are older guys, not like old guys, but like older guys, you know, that aren't in college or have their life together, you know, silver foxes. But anyway, this game, I don't know. If you like it, check it out. Also, if there are any games or routes you would like me to play, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye.